KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Tonight, 9 p.m., President Biden and former President Trump face off.
It is the earliest presidential debate in history, and a lot is riding on how President Biden and Donald Trump perform tonight in Atlanta.
The stakes are so great.
University of Michigan debate director Aaron Hall says this might be the most important presidential debate ever.
Both candidates couldn't be more diametrically opposed, both in terms of style and their governing agendas and policies. The country is very divided and polarized.
Hall says both their bases are pretty solid. So the game plan?
Play to the middle. There's a lot of undecided independent voters. Those not even sure and are going to use the debate to make a final decision and appear above the fray in presidential.
Unlike 4 years ago.
I'm not going to answer the question.
Why would you answer that
because
question?
The question is, the question is,
Justice, radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list?
Rule changes this year, among other things, allow the moderators to mute both mics in a bid to help avoid that. Sagar Magani, Washington.
The Weather Service is warning of severe thunderstorms from Montana into the northern and central plains today. Much of the central U.S. will continue to feel dangerous heat this week. Now to what Israel is saying about an aid worker.
The Israeli military have released photos that it says show a staffer with the aid group Doctors Without Borders wearing military fatigues at a gathering of Gaza militants. The military says that Fadi al-Wadia, who was killed in an Israeli airstrike earlier this week, was, as it described him, a significant operative in the Islamic Jihad group. Doctors Without Borders had said earlier that it had no indication he was a militant and did not respond to claims about the photos. I'm Karen Chamas.
Oklahoma will execute a convicted killer today. The victim, a 7-year-old girl. This is AP News. A police officer in New Jersey wins praise after rescuing a man from a burning home.
I got smoking conditions.
Officer Kevin Long of New Jersey's Evesham Police Department has received a commendation after coming on this scene on June 16th.
It's fully engulfed!
Smoke billowing out the front door.
Sir, where are you at?
Body cam video shows him going back
I
in,
can't see anything.
down a dark, smoke-filled hallway, where a man called out.
Where are you at?
An electric wheelchair blocked the officer's way, but he reached the man stuck in a dining chair and dragged him out before collapsing on the ground himself. Both occupants were treated at a hospital for non-life-threatening injuries, while the fire was contained to the home's kitchen. The Evesham Police Department says its officers and the township's fire department demonstrated exemplary bravery and efficiency. I'm Ben Thomas.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzie, Yachty, Waino, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
729 at KSMO Radio, and weather-wise, it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent day today. We're going to have a lot of sunshine. We'll top out about 86. We'll have a northeast breeze a little bit later on today at about 5 miles an hour. Right now, it's still very much a light breeze out of the south, but it will move around to the northeast. Then partly cloudy tonight. Low is 64. Now wind again will be light and variable. Friday, sunny, getting a little bit warmer even though it's 86. We'll have a southerly breeze, which will bring in and usher in a little bit more warmer humidity and a little bit more stickiness, and we will have winds that do gust up to 15 to 20. For Friday night, partly cloudy with the low of 70, with southerly winds 5 to 10, still gusting to 15 to 20 miles an hour. For Saturday itself, we'll have some sun, but we'll have some pop-up showers off and on throughout the entire day. It'll start in the morning. We'll have a little bit of sun. We'll have some possibility of showers popping back up by noonish or so. and then some more sun, and then some showers could pop back up during the afternoon. It's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy. High at 91. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10. The chance of getting that rain, no, it's only 40%, but it's still a chance. And then for Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers under cloudy skies. Could be a thunderstorm there as well. Low of 65. Sunny Sunday, high of 82, and then clear Sunday night, low of 58. Right now, KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We have 62 degrees at KSMO, sunshine galore. We do have a pretty nice morning with us. It is 100% relative humidity. Pressure still at 29.95 inches. That is rising. Winds, light and variable right now, kind of out of south at about a mile an hour. And that has been weather on KSMO. We've got news coming your way next. That's up when we return right after this break.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center right here in Salem, where they offer full-service oil changes with these special offers. A $2 discount on Tuesday for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can handle alignments to complete auto and auto diesel repair. They also offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care offer congratulations on your graduation and best wishes on your next adventure.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds. With time-tested, proven feeds like Cattle Charge and Full Throttle, you can put pounds on your calves quickly, efficiently, and safely. The feed-to-gain ratios speak for themselves. A good start is critical for this year's calf crop. Financing is available. Get a great start with MFA Feed.
We are MFA.
At the KSMO studios on your Thursday morning, it's June 27th. It's time for news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at AM 1340, 95.7 FM, online, KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. However you might be joining us this morning, we appreciate you being part of our morning, and we hope that you have an incredible day today. My name is Stan Stevens, bringing you that news. Let's begin. The Board of Aldermen met Tuesday night at the City Hall Auditorium. The board went into closed session before public comments were heard on the proposed budget, utilities, and the leak protection program. The board approved closing the streets around the courthouse square for Summerfest, rescheduled for this Saturday. In new business, the board approved 2 trailer court license applications, and they were for Central Missouri Investments, LLC at 1600 Carnett Drive and at 300 Walnut Hill Drive, owned by Glenn Sapaw Sr. The board discussed the leak protection program policy that was previously tabled to clarify what constitutes as a qualified leak. The board approved the policy 3-1, with Alderwoman Dent voting against. 2 subdivision bills were then read and approved. Bill number 3610 was for the residential property at 705 North Henderson, requesting the property to be split into 2 parcels, and a newly created parcel would be developed with a single-family structure. Bill number 3611 was for the development of commercial property at the Scenic Rivers Plaza for a grocery store. While this was approved without objection, Alderman Bowler-Jack and Alderwoman Cisco abstained. The board then discussed the City of Salem fiscal year budget to begin July 1st. Noted in the bill is the city's proposed revenues of $23,163,056 and anticipated expenditures of $21,043,249, which will give the city a projected surplus of $2.119 million. Within this budget, the transfer of $580,844 in general funds that'll be moved to the General Fund's Emergency Fund. This marks the first meaningful increase in emergency fund in the past years, which had been depleted due to COVID. The General Revenue Fund revenue is largely produced from sales tax, as this tax alone accounts for 77% of the revenue for the general fund. Some notable expenditure changes include a 3% cost of living increase for the employees, general liability insurance increase of 28%, police capital improvements, 4 proposed city staff position additions, and 1 proposed modification that would change the administration assistant from a part-time position to a full-time position. The budget is available to the public on the City of Salem's website. The board approved the budget with a 3-1 vote, with Alderwoman Dent casting the vote against. After the first reading of several bills with little discussion and no questions, the board moved on to reports from city officials. Mayor Parker reported the 4th of July parade is scheduled to start at 6 p.m. on Thursday, July 4th, and this year's theme is Let Freedom Ring. Also, the Salem Senior Center will have free summer meals for kids and teens younger than 18 years of age. This program will continue through August the 20th. Utility Director Payne reported the rehire of a former employee has already begun work on the city's plan to smoke test city sewer pipes, which will assist in identifying needing those improvements. He went on to report ongoing repairs, training, upkeep, and general construction that continues. During Alderwoman Cisco's report, she praised Salem Area Chamber of Commerce Director Emily Cook for facilitating the recent concert at the Commons. She noted this event highlighted a pair of talented young bands and provided entertainment for tourists and citizens alike. She informed the public there'll be a 4th of July fireworks display at the Commons following the parade this year at dark. Plus, there'll be a bake sale, 50-50 raffle, silent auction, and concessions. On the topic of fireworks, citizens are permitted to use fireworks within the city limits from July 1st through July 6th from 8 in the morning until 10 p.m. And on July 4th, that designated end time is extended out to midnight. The city offices will be closed on July 4th and 5th. The meeting was then adjourned. An accident in Crawford County occurred on Interstate 44 eastbound at mile marker 213.4 yesterday. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2001 GMC Sierra driven eastbound by 48-year-old Jason Roop of Salem hydroplaned and traveled off the roadway. Roop suffered minor injuries, was taken to the Missouri Baptist Hospital in Sullivan by the North Crawford County Ambulance. The GMC sustained extensive damage and was removed by Chris & Sons Towing. Roop was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. Denton County Collector Shannon Van Kirk's reminding anyone who still has delinquent real estate taxes from 2021, you need to pay them in full by tomorrow. And you need to do that at the courthouse during regular business hours from 8 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. Should you fail to do so on July 1st, the taxes for the tax years 2021, 2022, and 2023 will all be declared due by Friday, August 23rd. If not paid by then, your parcel will be sold at the delinquent tax sale that will be held on Monday, August 26th on the courthouse steps. Check payments are no longer accepted, so you will need to pay your taxes for 2021 in cash, a cashier's check, or money order. If you're not sure this applies to you or you don't understand how the system works, please contact the Denton County Collector's Office, 573-729-3911, and they'll answer any questions you may have, or just stop by the Denton County Courthouse. Starting July 1st, there will also be an additional $25 per parcel added to your tax bill to pay for the advertising costs in the Salem News. Remember, only the taxes for 2021 need to be paid in full by tomorrow. This will give you another whole year to pay your other outstanding years. Salem Area Chamber of Commerce and City of Salem are going to hold that Independence Day Parade, as we talked about, on Thursday, July 4th, and entry forms are available for you to put in entry. Yeah, you betcha. It can be an organization, a business. It could be your church group. They need to be turned in by Friday. Parade route will be the normal parade route that starts at the SBU campus at South Grand and Franklin, moves east on Franklin to MacArthur, north on MacArthur to 4th Street, traveling east to the Courthouse Square. For more information on a complete set of the parade rules, please call Chamber Office 729-6900 or stop by 1136 South Main. And with the dry weather around the state, the Department of Conservation is reminding everybody to be especially careful with fireworks, campfires, or any other source of fire that could cause a wildfire. During this year's 4th of July celebration, do not light fireworks in any areas where the sparks could ignite dry grass, leaves, or other potential fire fuel. Always have an approved fire extinguisher and an available water supply to douse sparks or flames. Wet the area around where you're going to charge or discharge any fireworks, or charge up anything that could be used to set off those fireworks. Some people like to use an electronic ignition, so please, if you're going to do that, get it off to the side. Remember, fireworks are not allowed on the conservation areas. Check with local ordinances and authorities for the bans on fireworks in the city of Salem. Again, you can't shoot fireworks off beginning Monday from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, and then on July 4th, 8 until midnight. Dry grass, high temperatures, low humidity, and wind make fire nearly impossible to control. And check with your local fire departments regarding any burn bans that may be in place. We have none at this time. A person who starts a fire for any reason is responsible for the damage it can cause. Call 911 at the first sign of a fire getting out of control. We've got sports next in a moment.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
At KSMO, time for sports news. St. Louis Cardinals and Atlanta Braves played 2 yesterday. John Rooney and Ricky Horton had that report, gentlemen.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. The Cardinals split a doubleheader with Atlanta yesterday, losing the day portion by a final of 6-2. But how good was Matthew Liberatore in the Cardinals' 4-1 win in the nightcap?
He was outstanding. He went much deeper in the game than any of us thought. He was able to go 6 scoreless innings. He had 8 punch-outs to even his record. And Ryan Helsley saved yet another game. Alec Burleson with 2 doubles in the game. And he had the big part of the Cardinals' offense. Paul Goldschmidt extended his hitting streak.
And Goldie drove in a big insurance run. That's 28 saves in a row now for Helsley.
Unbelievable what he's been able to do, and that's prior to the All-Star break. He may get a big number this year.
The Cardinals welcome in the Cincinnati Reds tonight. Miles Michaelis 6-6 against lefty Andrew Abbott 6-6. We're on the air at 5:50. Ricky will have the lineups at 6:35. I'll bring you the first pitch at 6:45. That's game 1 of a 4-game series after the Cardinals beat Atlanta last night 4-1.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that report. And, of course, we'll have that game with Cincinnati tonight, 5:50, here on KSMO Radio. Kansas City Royals scored 5 runs in the 8th inning with 2 outs, sparked by Bobby Witt's triple, as they went on to beat the Miami Marlins 5-1 Wednesday. Royals will be hosting Cleveland to start a 4-game series tonight at Kauffman Stadium. There you have it, news and sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio source. Coming up next, it's time for the Daily Investment Report, being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio and your friends at the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones Brokerage, helping people for many years, since way back in 1922, and they can assist you today. Contact them at 729-3831 or drop by 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and the Daily Investment Report with our report this morning, Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen bringing you the Daily Financial Market Report on behalf of financial advisors Joe Brand, Leah Nash, and also Edward Jones. Today's U.S. equities closed higher. The Dow closed up 16 points to close at 39,128. The NASDAQ closed up 88 points to close at 17,805. The S&P 500 closed up 9 points to close at 5,478. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.32%. The price of crude oil was down 20 cents to close at $80.63, and the spot price of gold was down $21.10 to close at $2,309.70. For stocks of local interest, we have Airman Corporation at $70.13, down 2 cents. AT&T, $18.76, up 7 cents. Boeing, $178.50, down $3.40. Dollar General, $129 even, up 48 cents. ExxonMobil, $114.41, up 4 cents. McDonald's, $257.83, up 45 cents. Microsoft, $452.16, up $1.21. PepsiCo, $166.74, down 61 cents. Pfizer, $27.42, down 57 cents. Procter & Gamble, $167.45, that is up 60 cents. U.S. Bancorp, $39.71, down 31 cents. And Walmart, $68.29, up 87 cents. This has been today's Financial Market Report, brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash. Serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing, right here in Salem, Missouri, bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
Thank you, Teresa. And don't forget to join us again for your next daily investment report. That'll be coming your way this afternoon right around 5:30, 5:35, or tomorrow morning, 7:40, 7:45. The daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. Right here at KSMO Radio. We appreciate you being part of our morning, and stick around for a full look at weather. It's next.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow by New Nordic. Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow. With its patented tocotrienol complex, Hair Grow naturally reduces inflammation in the scalp and is clinically proven to promote new hair growth and increase hair count in as little as 4 months. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today at 729-3056. At KSMO, it's time for weather on Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area, being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. And, of course, we appreciate you being part of our morning and hope your day is going to be a good one. In weather, the frontal system that brought us storms yesterday is off to the southeast. We're experiencing an inverted ridge at our surface and increasingly zonal flow aloft. This is going to make for a fairly calm day and light winds that will begin to turn clockwise as the surface high pressure to the northeast does move east. It'll be mostly sunny today, but a few clouds could gradually build in ahead of a surface low pressure centered to the northwest as it moves closer. That's mostly out in far parts of southern and southwestern Missouri. Heat index values today will be down, as the heat index with the humidity is not quite where it will be, but it's just taking a day off. It's going to be back tomorrow and into Saturday. Now, late tonight and into tomorrow morning, some prefrontal shortwave energy could pop some showers down in far southwest Missouri. If you're going to be down that way, you may come across some of those. If not, you're going to be dry. Lows tonight will largely be in the 60s, and will be welcome as a slight respite from the heat and the warm lows we have been experiencing. Upper level ridging is going to build back, though, for the weekend. Though it remains quite zonal over the Ozarks, pockets of upper level vorticity will help to support some surface low pressure that's going to move in from the west. This combination will allow for both warming temperatures and chances for rain. Heat index values will be back on the rise come Friday and Saturday. Out west in southwest Missouri, 100 by Friday, 110 by Saturday in some of those areas in far southwest Missouri. About 10 degrees cooler than that in our area here. as the upper-level ridge pattern moves east and the deep low-pressure center moves by. A cooler air mass will be ushered in as the Ozarks lie in the surface trough region. Highs on Sunday will only be topping out in the 80s, which makes it the coolest day we've had in quite some time. As the system will move through, we're looking at widespread rain potential beginning off and on from Friday night through Sunday morning. Areas north of I-44 could be included in a marginal risk for some very, very strong storms, but otherwise just a 50-50 chance virtually of getting intermittent light rain or showers. That would be spotty most of the weekend. The long-term model ensembles, they're predicting it's going to get hot for July. 84 was our high yesterday, 67 the low. Normal high 88, normal low 67, so not too far off the norm. 101 the record high in 1954 and in 2012. 47 the record low in 1974. Yesterday we had 2/3 of an inch of rain. Our month-to-date total standing right now at 3 19/20, while 3 9/10 would be normal. 27 3/4 our total for the year. 22 3/5 would be normal. 5:46 the time of sunrise. 8:32 the time of sunset. The extended forecast for Monday through Wednesday: sunny, and then sunny. It's going to get hotter and hotter as we go through into the weekend. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be in the 90s, but heat index is expected to be close to 100 each day. Monday, not too bad, about 85 for a high. We will have clear skies at night, and our low Monday night about 65, Tuesday night about 72. When we return, a look at that local forecast and current conditions. They're next.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
We're going to have a lot of sunshine today, and it will be warm but not oppressive. We're going to have a high about 85, 86, but we'll have a northeasterly breeze by later on this morning at about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight, low of 64 with light and variable winds. Sunny tomorrow, still about 86 or 87, but the winds will move to the south and usher in even more humidity and, more sultry conditions. We could see winds gusting on Friday and Friday night up to 15 to 20 miles an hour. Partly cloudy Friday night, low of 70 with southerly winds. Saturday itself, some intermittent chances for some rain. 91 is going to be our high with a lot of sunshine, but there'll also be some pop-up showers that could occur. 40% chance of that from the morning, afternoon, and then into Saturday night as well. We'll have cloudy skies by Saturday night with a low of 65, and then sunny on Sunday with a high of 82. Currently here, KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We have a temperature reading right now at KSMO Radio of 64 degrees. We do have sunshine in the Ozarks at KSMO. We have winds out of the south, now starting to move to the southeast at 2 miles an hour. 100% relative humidity still, and our pressure is still edging up ever so slow at 29.95 inches. And that's a look at weather on Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the region and the KSMO listening area. We invite you to keep it right here. We're going to come back with Civic Happenings next. That's up when we return in 60 seconds.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these summer specials at K&H Auto Supply, where you can get Park City conventional motor oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $26.99. Brake Best brake parts cleaner, 2 for $8, and Lucas Oil Stabilizer for $15.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With
At
daily
KSMO
use.
Radio. Get done, guys. Yeah, it's KSMO. Got a little head start on them. 7:55 at KSMO. Time for our Civic Record. Civic Record being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO and your friends down at Southtown Furniture right here in Salem. You know, there's no better time than right now to browse around and take a look, see some beautiful, beautiful pieces. Whether you're looking for brand new furniture or maybe even some gently used pre-owned furniture, they have got you covered. They got that resale shop that you can go and browse into. But if you're looking for something brand new, as we've mentioned here a couple of days this week, the 4-H and FFA livestock auction, it's, 3 weeks away? Yeah, not far away at all. And if you've been thinking about maybe investing in one of those steers or hogs or lambs, things of that nature, and you're going to have it processed, well, we're going to need a freezer to put it in. And if you're currently kind of packed up with other frozen items, you might need to be looking at buying a new one. Chest freezer, it could be a stand-up freezer, it could be a freezer that's a refrigerator at times. It's a conversion freezer. You can get all that and more over there in Southtown, and much, much more. Comfortable furniture, beautiful bedding, incredible floor coverings, and, of course, the appliances you need all under one roof. It's there at Southtown, and again, don't forget the resale shop is too. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are, located at 1601 South Highway 19, open Monday through Saturday. If you can't get by but you'd like to find out more information, please call 729-3422 or go online at southtownfurnituresalem.com. It's where the bargains are. Ralph Michael Mike Presson of St. James passed away Tuesday, June 18th at the age of 77. A funeral mass for Ralph Michael Presson will be held this morning at 11 at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in St. James. Visitation will be from 9 to 11 this morning at the church. Ralph Michael Mike Presson is survived by his wife Barbara of the home in St. James, Christopher Presson of St. James, brother Kenny Presson of Hillsborough, 4 grandchildren, and a bunch of relatives, family, and friends. Memorials may be made to the American Cancer Society. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of St. James for Ralph Michael Mike Presson, whose funeral mass will be this morning at 11 at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in St. James. John Raymond Chilton of St. James passed away Monday, June 24th at the age of 89. Funeral services for John Raymond Chilton will be held at 1 o'clock at the James and Gar Chapel in St. James. Visitation will be from 11 until service time on Saturday at the chapel. Interment will be in the Adams Cemetery. John Raymond Chilton is survived by his wife Annette Chilton of the home, children Donald Stewart Jr. of St. James, Gail Martin and husband Jared of Cuba, Susan Stewart of St. James, and John Stewart of St. James, 12 grandchildren, 22 great-grandchildren, 1 great-great-grandchild, and a host of nieces, nephews, and friends. Memorials may be made to the Veterans Home of St. James. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of St. James for John Raymond Chilton, whose funeral services will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Salem Eagles Club invites you out to their kitchen for an incredible meal come Friday night from 5 until 8, and then stick around for some karaoke with Stevie's Small Town Karaoke and DJ. They'll be there from 7 to 11, spinning the discs and having a lot of fun. You can be a part of it. Salem Eagles is open to the public, and they welcome everybody to come on out and enjoy the great food from their kitchen and some fun with the sounds of karaoke from Stevie's Small Town Karaoke and DJ. That's all going to be Friday night. Starts at 5, ends about 11 o'clock-ish or so, and that's at the Eagles Club on Highway 32 West, just past the airport as you're going west. It's on the north side of the road, and again, everyone is welcome to attend. The Bone Break Center of Nature and History will be having a fishing day for kids this Saturday. It starts at 9 o'clock. They'll be providing fishing poles and gears for some of the children, courtesy of the Salem Public Library. But if you have your own fishing gear, please bring it if possible. Folks will be available there to help out all the participants. Please bring a refillable water bottle, snacks, some bug spray, sunscreen, a wide brim hat, a lawn chair, and anything else you think you might need to have a good day of fishing. Parents, please remain with your kids for the event. There is no charge, but donations are always welcome at the Bone Break Center. Watch the Bone Break Center's Facebook page for future dates. There will be another fishing day in July as well. That's Bone Break Center's Fishing Day for Kids, Saturday morning starting at 9 o'clock. And the Creative Arts Center will be holding a tie-dye class with Laura Miller Saturday morning from 10 until noon. Students will learn how to fold and tie a shirt, apply the dye for a desired pattern, then take it home and rinse it to use the next day. Students will choose a pattern to tie, choose a color palette of dye, and then have a hands-on experience of creating their own unique wearable art piece. The class is open to children aged 10 to 17 who come with a parent or legal guardian, as well as adults 18 and older. At least 3 people must sign up to hold a class. It'll be limited to 12. Cost is $25 with all the materials and instruction provided. To register, go to the SACPA website and find the Programs tab. Find the Creative Arts Center and click to register for the class. Registrations online are on a first-come, first-served basis. And when you check out, please indicate your shirt size. More of our Civic Record next when we do come right back.
Looking for a recliner, sofa, a bedroom set, dining room group, or maybe a washer and dryer, and you have a budget? Let's talk about the resale shop that can be found inside Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South, where they have a large assortment of furniture, bedding, and appliances. You'll find some of the best bargains around. Stop by and check it out. The resale shop inside Southtown Furniture, open Monday through Saturday, but they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922 at 1601 South Highway 19 right here in Salem.
At the KSMO studios, we continue with the Civic Record. Creative Arts Center will be holding a Summer Vibes Paint and Sip with Danielle Norris. That's going to be Saturday from 5 to 9. Come on out for a relaxing night of painting. Grab your gal pal, your hubby, or your bestie, and come pretend you're painting on the beach. They'll walk you step by step through this very, very lovely painting. Cost of the class is $25. All the supplies are provided. What a great way to wrap up June. The class is open to anyone 13 years of age and above. It is limited to a total of 20 people, but at least 6 people will need to sign up to have the class held. To register, go to the SACPA website and find the Programs tab. Find the Creative Arts Center and click to register for the class. Registrations online or on a first-come, first-served basis. Also Saturday, the Salem Acoustic Jam will be held at Creative Arts Center at 6:30. Come on out, bring your instrument and join in, or you can just come and listen to the music, tap your feet and enjoy. All types of music are played. Country, gospel, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, everybody's welcome to participate. There is no charge to attend. If you like to kayak and you want to do some birding and journaling, or maybe you love birding and journaling and you want to do some kayaking, well, on Sunday at the Kern River State Park, beginning at 9 in the morning, they're going to combine all 3. Take you up to the next level. So if you've never birded or spent time journaling before, that's not a big deal. There's still a lot of opportunities for you to take this class and learn. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bring your lunch and some snacks for the kayaking trip on the Kern River. During the journey, they're going to make a whole bunch of stops to enjoy, explore, discover, and connect with the natural surroundings, and that's where the journaling comes in. As part of the awesome class, you'll get a Nature Journal starter kit and a unique experience. The float will start at the Current River State Park. It'll conclude at Round Spring about 4 miles away. Kayaks and life jackets will be provided, but you can bring your own. You are also welcome to bring some sunscreen, insect repellent, binoculars, plenty of water, and closed-toed shoes. Please, no glass bottles or alcohol will be allowed. This class is free, but there is a limit of 10 participants. You do need to register. Call Connie or email her. Connie Weber's number is 573-751-1224. Or email her, connie.weber@dnr.mo.gov. Current River State Park is at 11,053 Denton County Road, 19D. And at the Salem Senior Center, they'll be serving up today a pork loin with roll, country blend veggies, apple salad, and milk. Don't forget, lunch is served from 11 to 12:30. Soup and salad bar gets things underway at 10:30. And, of course, everybody, all ages are welcome to attend. And don't forget, too, during the summer youth food program, those youngins up to age 18 can eat for free. The suggested contribution if you're 60 and above is $5. If you're under the age of 60, except for the kids, that price is $7. The location of the Salem Nutrition Site's inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane, where today they're going to have pork loin with roll, country blend veggies, apple salad, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Should you have any questions, feel free to call 729-2373. That's 729-2373. There you have it, a look at our Civic Record. It's a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. And it's also brought to you by Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South right here in Salem. Go by, visit, take a look, browse around, give yourself some time to truly explore the incredible selections that you're going to find at Southtown. Be it maybe a rocker recliner, maybe you're looking for a lift chair, maybe it's new bedding, maybe it's that sofa or sectional love seat, or maybe dining room table and chairs. Whatever it might be, your friends at Southtown can assist you. And if you're looking for something in particular, maybe to add to a current collection you already have, feel free to contact them. Their number is 729-3422. Their location, 1601 South Highway 19. Southtown Furniture right here in Salem, and their website is southtownfurnituresalem.com. It's where the bargains are. Civic Happen. That'll do it for our Civic Happenings right here at KSMO. Stick around. Statewide news from the Missouri Net. It's coming your way very shortly.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Summer deals are sizzling at K&H Auto Supply, where you can get a Power Torque 2-ton jack stand priced at $36.99 a pair. Power Torque 73-piece 1/4 drive tool set, only $52.99. And Rain-X Foaming Car Wash, $7.99. See your friends at K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association will be holding their 88th annual membership meeting on Friday, June 28th at the Licking City Park. Registration is from 8 to 11, so please bring the registration portion off the back cover of your Rural Missouri magazine. All members registered will have opportunity to win gifts and prizes. The business meeting starts at 9 o'clock, and there will be a health fair that morning, plus a craft fair, kids tent, and a brown bag lunch will be provided. Stop by the Licking City Park on Friday, June 28th for the 88th Annual Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association meeting.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Governor Mike Parson has signed an executive order to prepare for potential Missouri River flooding. Elisa Nelson reports.
Governor Parson says, quote, "We have seen the tremendous destructive force of flooding this past week in neighboring states to our north and must ensure resources are available should flooding threaten areas of our state," unquote. His executive order extends a current state of emergency that was first declared on May 2nd to respond to severe weather. According to an email from the governor's office, extending the state of emergency ensures that the state can directly assist the locals, allowing increased flexibility and capacity to support response and recovery efforts. A state of emergency is also the first step required by the Federal Emergency Management Agency to seek a major disaster declaration if statewide damages meet federal requirements.
The Missouri Republican Party is endorsing Amendment 4, which would mandate that Kansas City spend at least 25% of its budget on its police department. A similar amendment was passed by Missouri voters in 2022, but the state Supreme Court tossed out the election results because the ballot measures said there would be, quote, "no additional cost to the city." The High Court ruled that forcing Kansas City to increase its police budget by 25% would cost nearly $39 million a year. The Missouri GOP says the requirement is needed because Democrats in Kansas City want to divert police funding to social programs, thus, quote, defunding the police. Mayor Quentin Lucas has said Kansas City already spends 1/4 of its budget on law enforcement. Amendment 4 is on the August primary ballot. Overseeing Missouri's substance abuse issues across various state departments is a task too big for one person to take on. That's according to Missouri's Medicaid Program Director, Todd Richardson, who spoke with a group of lawmakers trying to address the crisis.
My recommendation to the committee would be to try to continue to support and encourage that collaboration. But it's not to say that I don't think the model of having a single person or a czar couldn't work as well.
This is Missouri Net.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems. Learn more at talktheyhearyou.samhsa.gov.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Should video surveillance cameras be set up at polling places in Missouri? One of the candidates for Missouri Secretary of State wants to make that happen. Republican Denny Hoskins tells Missouri Net that using video surveillance would help to guard against election fraud.
Where the ballots are cast and where they are counted is what we would focus on. We don't have any of those ballot drop boxes here in the state of Missouri, and so where there's been security footage in other states, we wouldn't need that because we don't have those ballot drop boxes like other states do.
Hoskins says he would work to set up a grant program to pay for local election authorities to install security cameras at polling sites. He adds that the cameras would not be used to film someone who is voting. Hoskins is one of 8 Republicans seeking the nomination for Secretary of State. 3 Democrats and 1 Libertarian are also running. A Raytown teacher has been fired after a viral video appears to show her hitting and clotheslining a student before body slamming them to the ground. The student was uninjured, but the unidentified teacher is now out of a job and under criminal investigation. This is Missouri Net.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center right here in Salem, where they offer full-service oil changes with these special offers. A $2 discount on Tuesday for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can handle alignments to complete auto and auto diesel repair. They also offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care offer congratulations on your graduation and best wishes on your next adventure.
At KSMO Radio, let's take a look and see what's cooking at that Salem Nutrition Center for today. They're going to serve up pork loin with roll, country blend veggies, apple salad, and milk. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30, and the soup and salad bar begins at 10:30. Don't forget, that they have that summer youth food program going on where the youth get to eat up to the age of 18 for free. So if you have youngins, that's a great place to take them for a great free lunch. Don't forget that if you're 60 years and above, the suggested contribution, it is $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7, except for those kids. And, of course, all ages, everybody is welcome to eat at the Salem Nutrition site inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane, where the lunch today will be a pork loin with a roll, country blend veggies, apple salad, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Every weekday, we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center menu as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Stick around. We have AP News coming up and sports from the Missouri Net next on KSMO Radio.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMGH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurances. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Your station for Salem High School sports, KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Who's going to win tonight's big debate, Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Their first debate 4 years ago was a free-for-all, and one expert recommends President Biden and Donald Trump try a different approach tonight in Atlanta.
So let me ask you this.
No, go ahead, Mister. I'm listening to you. Wait a minute. You get the final word, Mr.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown.
There was a lot of yelling and interrupting and attacking in Cleveland.
I think the game plan for both candidates is to try to avoid those personal insults and attacks. They don't play as well when there's not an in-person audience and any feedback.
University of Michigan debate chief Aaron Call says it's pointless.
There's not a lot of need to throw red meat to the base of supporters, which are already pretty firmly on the side of both candidates.
So they should aim at the middle, the undecided voters.
This allows both candidates the opportunity to make closing, informative arguments to try to get them in their camp.
Sagar Magani, Washington.
U.S. investigators are sanctioning Boeing for sharing information about a federal investigation of that door plug blowout that left a big hole in a Boeing 737 MAX 9. The NTSB says Boeing shared non-public information with the media. Now to a warning about Gaza's crowded tent camps for families displaced by the Israel-Hamas war. The AP's Karen Shamas.
Gaza's hygiene and sanitation system has been decimated by Israel's 8-month offensive in the besieged enclave. Hepatitis A cases are rising, and doctors fear a cholera outbreak is likely. I'm Karen Shamas.
An outside review says the U.S. Tennis Association can do more to protect players from abuse, like sexual misconduct. Today, Oklahoma plans to execute a man who was convicted of kidnapping, raping, and killing a 7-year-old girl. This is AP News. Now to warnings about imminent famine in Sudan. The AP's Donna Warder.
Human rights experts working for the United Nations are accusing Sudan's warring parties of using starvation as a war weapon. 14 months of fighting between Sudan's military and the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces have killed more than 14,000 people, but rights activists say the toll could be much higher. There are also widespread reports of rampant sexual violence and other atrocities that rights groups say amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. Experts say both sides in the war are using food as a weapon and are starving civilians. They say the extent of hunger and displacement we see in Sudan today is unprecedented and never witnessed before. Neither the military nor Rapid Support Forces has returned phone calls requesting comment. I'm Donna Warder.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Townscreen in Salem.
For over 130 years, there have been moments in Cardinals baseball that will last a lifetime.
Baseball has some of the best athletes in sports.
With amazing feats, amazing moments, amazing plays, there's nothing quite like Cardinals baseball.
When you listen to the game, you just never know who that next hero may be.
We will have it all right here for you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Remember, large trucks and buses need more room to maneuver, so respect the load and share the road. This message brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Missouri Net Sports, good morning. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with Major League Baseball, where the St. Louis Cardinals split a doubleheader with the Atlanta Braves yesterday, dropping the opener by the final count of 6-2. The Braves opened it up with a 4-run second inning off of starter Kyle Gibson, who takes the loss. The Cardinals would rally to take the nightcap by the final count of 4-1. Matthew Libator picks up the win, not allowing a run on just 2 hits over 6 innings. Skipper Ali Marmol.
He mixed everything today. A couple curveballs, the cutter, the slider, fastball, sinker. I mean, it was all working. He was in control of that whole outing. The game looked slow to him, and man, he was on the attack. He was incredible.
Alec Burleson would drive in a pair. Paul Goldschmidt and Brendan Donovan each driving in runs for St. Louis. Now gets set to open up a series with the Cincinnati Reds tonight at Busch Stadium. 6:45 first pitch as Miles Michaelis gets the start against Andrew Abbott. The Kansas City Royals knocked off the Miami Marlins yesterday 5-1 in the rubber match of their 3-game series at Kauffman Stadium. Brady Singer pitched well in the start, took a no decision as he allowed 1 earned run over 7 1/3 on 5 hits while striking out 5. Says it was big to win the series.
Yeah, it's obviously a series we wanted to win and had to come out here and use good pitching, good offense, and good defense to win that game. For them to come through there at the end was huge.
It was a 5-run 8th inning for the Royals that broke open the win. The Royals now get set for a big 4-game weekend series against Central leading Cleveland tonight. 7:10 first pitch at Kauffman Stadium. Michael Wacha gets the start against Penn Lively. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Can you imagine what it must be like to have nowhere to turn as a young teen? This happens when parents struggle with addiction, maybe incarcerated, or unable to care for their child. And it's devastating. This is why Halo exists. Halo provides housing, healing, and education to kids who need it the most. Halo is the foundation of a family for children without one, surrounding them with support, meeting their basic needs, and helping them set and reach their goals. But Halo cannot do this work alone. With your support, homeless youth are given a chance at a better life, a chance that they deserve. Consider a gift to Halo to make a difference in the life of a child in need. Go to haloworldwide.org today. Make a gift now to make an impact. That's haloworldwide.org. haloworldwide.org.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40, inviting you to join me as we count them down together. We're going to find out if Kenny Chesney remains at the top with Take Her Home. So we'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Looking to grade and then pave a project on your property? Don't look at trying to coordinate multiple contractors to get the job done. Let Titan Paving and Drainage handle all phases of the project from design to installation, using the latest in technology and equipment to provide you with the driveway or the parking area you desire in the most cost-effective way. Call Don Mutz of Titan Paving and Drainage at 453-6462 or 453-6379 and let him explain to you how to get the job done right.
824 KSMO radio. Sunshine galore today, but not oppressively hot. It'll be warm, but it won't be oppressively hot. And we will have a high about 86 degrees. Winds have already moved around to the north-northeast at about 3 to 5 miles an hour. So that's the good news, and that will help keep things a little cooler today. Partly cloudy tonight. Low of 64 with light winds. Sunshine Friday, high of 86. Southerly breezes 5 to 10. Could gust up to 20 miles an hour. Partly cloudy Friday night, low of 70 with those same south winds, still 5 to 10, still gusting to near 20. Saturday itself, intermittent showers, pop-up showers could occur through the day. It's going to be a warm one. We're going to have a lot of sunshine. We'll top out about 91. That heat index will be up into the upper 90s with a southwesterly breeze and a chance of getting those pop-up showers throughout the day Saturday, starting in the morning and lasting through afternoon, is 40%. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers as it will cloud up. We'll have a low of 65 and sunny and much cooler Sunday, high of 82. Right now, KSMO Radio 66. Beautiful degrees right now, KSMO. We have the wind out of the northeast at 3 to 5 miles an hour. It's still 100% relative humidity, but it feels pretty nice. 29.95 inches of pressure. That's still the same, but it really isn't the same. It's going up, but extraordinarily slow here at KSMO, your hometown radio station. And that is a look at weather brought to you by Titan Paving and Drainage. Well, you already heard, if you need to get that excess water off your property, there's a great way of doing it. Call Don Muntz of Titan Paving and Drainage. That's the drainage part. And if you need to have that properly graded to reroute water away from your home, or maybe you need to have maybe some drain pipes put in to channel that water away from areas that may be low-lying, Don can do it. Get in touch with him. He can show you or talk to you about what you might need for your home. And then, too, if you have a driveway or maybe you have a sidewalk that you need to have redone due to some water damage. Sometimes water does tend to, maybe swallow up your driveway and sometimes even your sidewalks, to where after a couple of seasons, it's either sinking or it's cracking due to that water. Again, Don Muntz and Titan Paving and Drainage can help. Call 453-6462 or 453-6379, Titan Paving and Drainage. Coming up next, time for a little agribusiness news. It's the Missouri Report from the Brownfield Farm Market Network, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. We are your hometown radio station. Now, the Brownfield Agribusiness News on KSMO Salem.
I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. More than 200,000 children in Missouri struggle with hunger. Help us get Missouri food products on the plates of hungry Missouri children by joining the drive to feed kids. A farmer in northwest Missouri says grain and equipment are being moved and levees are being checked in preparation for flooding along the Missouri River. Travis Millen farms in Holt County, and he tells Brownfield he's been pumping water from recent rains out of the levees and checking in on other flood pumps in the area.
My best friend and I, are in control of, one district's flood pumps, and then we farm around Big Lake. Some of those pumps, we really haven't even hardly needed them since 19, and now we need them to save a crop. We're asking a lot out of them.
He says the river is supposed to hit its crest on Saturday night.
Down here in the bottom, it's starting to creep out in the fields for the guys that plant outside the levee. I just did another circle around everything, and it's out in their fields now and about to start running across roads.
Hydrologist Scott Watson with the National Weather Service says the Missouri River is above flood stage across northwest Missouri due to the runoff from excessive rains in the north.
In St. Joseph, the crest is going to be early next week, up into the moderate category, and also upstream looks moderate.
Missouri Governor Mike Parson has also signed an executive order that extends the current state of emergency declaration in Missouri to prepare for potential flooding along the Missouri River. Despite the smallest U.S. cattle herd on record, year-to-date beef production has only declined 0.1% compared to last year. University of Missouri's Scott Brown says beef production in May was up nearly 1% from 2023.
That had to do with what was 36 pounds higher
cattle dressed weights in the May report. So I think that drove a lot of what we've seen.
He says he doesn't expect beef weights to decline anytime soon. USDA will release its latest beef production projections in its next supply-demand report out July 12th. A BASF Tech Services representative says increased insecticide resistance is causing a rise in corn rootworm populations. Brownfield's Aaron Anderson has this report from a BASF plot tour in Illinois.
Kurt Martin says growers should be on the lookout for signs of corn rootworm later this summer.
What we've been seeing over the last several years is an increase in corn rootworm populations, and a lot of that's due to corn rootworms developing resistance to our Bt traits. Along with that is the increase in the northern corn rootworm variant.
He tells Brownfield there has been an uptick in populations across much of Iowa and now in western Illinois.
And we do have populations of pyrethroid-resistant corn rootworms. So having another tool, another option to rotate our insecticides is going to give us a chance to help combat these corn rootworms.
I'm Aaron Anderson for Brownfield.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
Improve grain quality more efficiently with AGI mixed flow dryers. The dryer's screenless operation and computerized moisture control deliver consistently higher quality grain and heavier test weights per bushel, translating into maximum return on investment. To learn more about energy efficient AGI mixed flow dryers and how they can add profitability to your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com. AGI, we're right there with you.
From grain storage and handling to conditioning and monitoring, AGI is right there with you, supporting your expertise with the largest catalog of industry-leading solutions. All to ensure your grain gets handled properly, you stay safe, and your profits continue to grow. We're AGI, and we're all in. To learn more about how AGI can support your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com.
Every day we share personal information, like when you write a check, apply for a credit card, or even make a call on a cell phone. And the Bank of Salem wants to pass on some tips on how to protect yourself from identity theft. Don't carry around more checks, credit cards, or identification information than you really need in your wallet. Make sure you always safely store those items and other important documents. Plus, you should always choose passwords and PIN numbers that will be tough for someone to figure out. These tips are brought to you by the Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Who doesn't love pizza, cold beer, and something